Hello, everybody. We've got a show that promises to be at least mildly interesting for your listening and watching enjoyment. I'm your host, Jared Correia. I'm the CEO of Red Cave Law Firm Consulting. For my monologue, I'm talking about some marketing strategies you should be considering for 2026. In the interview with Leticia Leal of the University of Houston Law Center, we're definitely not going to talk about how Houston beat Duke in the Final Four last year, but we will discuss law school clinics at length. In the counter program, I've asked Leticia to help me learn Portuguese. Now, let's talk over your next set of law firm marketing initiatives. Marketing changed a lot in 2025, even if you didn't notice. A lot of that was based on AI and how it's infiltrated search. It's infiltrated the search engines themselves. Google and Microsoft both allow for AI searching in search results at this point in time. You can just tab over to the AI version of the search. There are AI-based search engines like Perplexity, and a lot of people are just going to generative AI softwares to search. What does that mean for you as a lawyer? Well, people are starting to search for service providers in this way. I know that over the last half of this year, a lot of the new clients from my consulting business have found me on AI and have specifically mentioned that when we talked. And from talking to a lot of law firms, I know that this is happening a lot more regularly with law firms as well. So this is something you got to be aware of. This new AEO, or whatever the term of art is right now that people are calling it, AI search optimization, right? What does that mean? One thing to be aware of that it means is that content marketing is maybe more important than ever before, because that's a great way to get into organic search results for both traditional search engines and also AI-based search using generative tools. So if you have not focused on content marketing in your practice, I would get that rolling. I would start with a content calendar and just start with one type of content. It could be a podcast, could be a video series, could be whatever you want. Just get something out there consistently on topics relevant to your practice area, and you're far more likely to rank not only in traditional search, which is also optimizing content and focusing on quality content, as well as the search engines that have been infiltrated, as I mentioned, with AI, and will probably become AI-based search engines in the very near future, maybe even this year. One piece of content marketing, if you're going to start doing it, that I think you should focus on is videos. Video is becoming really important. If you just follow along the track and realize that people have shorter and shorter attention spans every year, short form video is where kind of the future of content is going. So you want to be thinking about things, yes, like TikTok and Instagram, which have video platforms. And TikTok has been a little bit up and down. So it's lost a little bit of steam. This month it's legal. This month it's not illegal. Next month it's part of another Trump crypto grab. Who the hell knows? YouTube, however, is pretty stable. So YouTube is a really great place to be for video publication. Set up a YouTube channel, start publishing. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, owned by the first largest search engine in the world, Google. So you're doing pretty well in search results if you start posting videos. So long form videos, short form videos, do both, and the short form videos perform particularly well. So maybe my friend Chad Sands was telling me that last year was the year of video, but maybe by the time people catch on, 2027, 2028 will be the year of video. But be an early adopter for once as an attorney. The next thing I'd be looking at after focus on content marketing or refocusing on content marketing and video production would be alternative ad platforms. Most law firms, they'll do Google ads and they'll stop right there if they pay for advertising. More on that in a second. Some will do Bing advertising, which makes sense because while there are fewer people on that platform, that also means the ads are cheaper. And it's not like nobody's there. I'm talking about lesser utilized platforms. So firstly, like social media programs. Like you can advertise on LinkedIn, you can advertise on Facebook. The majority of law firms don't. And also channels that you wouldn't even think of or that are not traditionally recognized by law firm marketers. So Reddit, placing Reddit ads, Twitch, gaming site, placing ads there as well. This also potentially gets you into a younger client base. Now I'll say this, and not everybody will do it, but if you're one of the people who are at least considering it and diversifying your marketing plan, that could have large effects for you down the road. One of the big challenges of marketing right now is people ask me all the time, like, well, I want to get into social media like you did, but I get into social media very early, like Twitter in 2008, all these other platforms, started podcasting in 2009. So you want to be in a position where you can acquire positions on those platforms, but better, as far as I'm concerned, to try other platforms to figure out which the next up and coming ones are going to be. Like, you want to be ahead of the curve, not always behind it. So, as I mentioned before, most law firms don't pay a lot of money for advertising. In fact, they allocate a very small percentage of their revenue to paid advertising. Non-personal injury law firm division, they usually pay a lot of money. So if you are looking at a change in strategy for 2026, one thing you could do is consider ramping up that spend and also doing paid online advertising, especially if all you're currently doing is networking for referrals, which a lot of law firms are doing. And you don't have to spend a ton of money. The idea is to spend some money and then build up over the course of time. You want to pay for online advertising and then have that number continually bump up, especially if we're talking about SEO. So start with a budget, test some things out, see where it goes. Maybe try some of those alternative platforms. Then you got to measure it. And if you look and you're spending 0% or less than 5% of your budget on paid advertising, bump that number up a little bit. It's not hard to move from 0 to something else. Lastly, if you're going to engage in paid advertising campaign of any kind, and if you're eventually going to hire a digital marketing agency, if you don't have one already, you're definitely going to need to set up a CRM. I'm still surprised at how few law firms have adopted CRMs. I mean, it's gotten better, don't get me wrong, but it's still a relatively small percentage of lawyers who have this tool. So if you don't have one, or if you don't know what it is, you need a customer relationship management software, which is basically a lead intake and management software. You're going to need that to track your leads and your conversions and to continue to revise your marketing program over time, because you want to see whether or not what you're doing is effective. Essentially, you're going to want to be figuring out what's the return on investment for this money I'm outlaying. And then if it's not working the way I want it to, how do I change my strategy? You won't know that unless you have a way to track it. You know, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That's been attributed to Albert Einstein, but the earliest use of that phrase was actually in the 1980s. In any event, it's a smart idea for lawyers to look at new marketing strategies every year so that you can try to stay ahead of your competition, and diversifying your efforts makes a lot of sense, especially if all you've done traditionally is referral-based networking or have only dipped your toe into paid advertising. You know what else is smart? Sticking around to listen to our next segment with Leticia Leal from the University of Houston Law Center. We discuss law school clinics, AI, and law students, Brazilian attorneys, and much, much more. Hang in there with us next. Well, I've effectively run out of things to say, which is awkward because this is a podcast. So I'm just going to eat some of those Little Debbie individually wrapped Christmas tree cakes. And yes, I said some, meaning many, more than one. Those are amazing. All right, I'll hold off a little longer on that. And while I try to get through this segment using only my stored carbs, let's introduce our guest. It's Leticia Leal, the staff attorney / clinical supervisor at the University of Houston Law Center. Go Cougars, right? Did I do that right?
Yes, and we have a sign that I always can't do it.
Oh, you did the University of Texas at Austin sign. They're not going to like that.
So, oh my God, the dean will kill me if I don't do this right.
We'll cut that out.
This one, whatever.
This one, the 3 like this.
Yes, okay. I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Is that supposed to be representative of cougar in some fashion? Do they have like 3 claws?
I should know that, but I have
I
no
don't know.
idea. This is something that we don't have in Brazil. Those things. So
No cougars
yeah.
in Brazil?
Yeah, no, we have cougars in Brazil. I mean,
You
those
do?
signs and yes, it's called Pantera, I guess.
Oh, like panther. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
got
yeah.
you. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing good. Good.
So,
Perfect.
you're from Brazil.
Yes.
When I have people on, I like them to walk me through like why they became a lawyer, because that seems like a horrible choice to me. But seriously, you did it twice, right? You became a lawyer in Brazil,
Twice.
and then you also became a lawyer in Texas. So what made you want to be a lawyer? What was it about the profession that drew you to it?
Well, I'm gonna say that I know it's bad, but it's true. In the beginning, it was true. Now, I don't know. But I was like just like a girl that wanted to help people. It's true. I mean,
That's like everybody who wanted to be a lawyer. I just want to help. And has it turned out to be that way now that you are
yes,
an active attorney? That's good. So you did it. You were successful.
I did it. So now I don't have to do anything else. I'm going to retire and move on with my life.
Now you practice in Brazil as well as the United States, right?
Yes, for a little bit.
What do you think the differences are in terms of the legal systems in both countries?
Oh, I think in Brazil is easier in a way.
Really? Okay.
Yes, because there you have the law, right? Books. We have the books, statutes, and you can just read that, and then yay, fun is all there. And then you come here, and then you have to read the case law also. That never ends, and you have to know the new ones, and it's just like you have to find the new ones. The research is just like crazy to me. It's like even now it's crazy to me. I have to tell these students, hey, go find stuff, and it's just ridiculously hard to me.
So let me ask you, because like treat me like I'm a 5-year-old child who knows nothing, because I know nothing about Brazilian law. Do the cases not matter in terms of interpretation of the law, or are there just fewer cases?
No, they do not matter like here. We don't follow them because the cases follow the law. They don't make new law.
Oh, gotcha.
That's
they don't
the
have
difference.
Like precedents per se like there are in the United States.
Exactly. They just have to follow the law, the statutes, right? And then the judge will exactly do that. He's not gonna make new law. Simple as that.
Oh, that's
so that's why it's so easy. So the only thing you have to do is to get the law and then try to explain to the judge what you want from that law in your way. So you have ways of doing like your way of explaining stuff, but at the same time is not, you don't have to go look for things that are new all the time, and case law that is just, I think lawyers spend the majority of the time that we spend here is doing research, right? Going after cases. It's like crazy, and we don't have to do that exactly there. We just go after the statutes, and then you have people that are creative in a way of looking at that law. That we have to do, and that's why I love it. So I like this more than here. I can say that.
Okay. I want to come back to the research thing in a second. But before we do that, I just want to tie this part of it up, which is, so you come to the U.S., you take a role as a clinical professor, effectively, working in the legal clinic at U of H. Why did you decide to do that? Was that more of like, oh, this is a great way for me to directly help people? Or was there some other reason that you decided to get into the clinical programs?
Well, that's a great question. Well, of course, when I look at the professors that were doing this, that I'm doing now, I always admire them, right? Because I think it's a great job to have. You are an attorney practicing, and at the same time, you have the students that you can teach. And I always love that part too. I was a teacher for many years also before, not school teacher, personal trainer. But it's kind of the same thing because you have to repeat yourself, da 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 da. And I love that. Yeah, you repeat, and I love that. So
I hate repeating myself. I'm glad someone does.
you have no, I get it, and that's what I'm saying. This job is not for anyone, right? You need to be like look at them and kind of repeat the things over and over again, and like your job. So I always look at them like this is fun, but I thought I could never get this job, right? I thought this job has to be someone good, important, and someone that knows what they're doing. And I thought that's not me. I'm the
Now, you
last
didn't say any
person
of that in the
line.
interview, right?
Well, I didn't
You're like, do you want
apply.
someone who knows what they're doing?
Exactly. That's not me. Kind of. So actually, I was here helping them to speak Spanish in
Oh,
some
yeah.
of the cases. And I speak Spanish also. And
Yes.
then this guy that that was my other boss here, he was the one that kind of offered me the job. And he said, of course, you have to go and apply. And then I applied. There were other people, but then they ended up hiring me. So it was like they came after me in a way.
Yeah. They saw
And
you out.
that's how. But I don't think I would have applied on my own, like because yeah, I didn't think I could, right? Because I mean, English, have to speak English really well, and you can see that I have a kind of accent sometimes. And then all other things that you think, and maybe not, but actually, I'm really good with the students. That I can
Yeah,
say.
I'm not surprised.
not good in
And is it-
other things, but I'm really good with the students.
Well, I mean, connecting with the students is the most important part of the job, I would think.
Yes, I think so. I mean, now I think like that, but in the beginning, I did. In the beginning, I thought the most important thing would be to know a lot of the law and things like that. But actually, this is important, but the connection with the students is really important, and that's one thing that I'm good at.
So it seems like you like it because you've been there for a little while. So it's been a good gig for you. Like you were, they kind of singled you out, got you into the role, but then you actually liked it and you settled in.
Yes, in the beginning, I was supposed to stay actually for a year. It was just because we work with grants, right? And
Yep.
then we received this grant to do for a year, and then they renew 2 years. And then when it was about the time for me to leave, because I was working in the civil clinic before, which is the kind of law that I like kind of a little bit more than immigration.
Okay. So you're doing a
sorry
lot
to
of
say
immigration
that.
work right now.
Now,
That's all right. You can
yes.
say whatever you want on this show. So you moved over into the immigration, but you were doing civil previously.
Yes, landlord and tenant and other things, which was fun. I think I like more the going to court every day. I think it's fun. I love the adrenaline and being scared of the
Yeah.
judges. I love that part. I mean, I still like that part. I think when I'm older and older, I may not.
Yeah.
And so I love that. But and then I came to immigration, and that's why I'm still here. But I was supposed to stay in immigration for 2 years. So now I am in immigration clinic for 2 years and a half. So it's
okay.
coming my time. It's coming. But they don't let me go. They don't let me go.
They'll find something else for you to do. I would imagine
yeah.
that you got a lot of work in the immigration clinic right now.
Yes, we have a lot of work, and I think the worst thing right now is the fact that every single day I have to go watch the news or something new every single day. So besides the fact that we're already speaking about that we need to do research and there is already a lot. Now I need to know every single day what's going on. So I've been like super busy. This year, I haven't watched one Netflix series.
Oh, no.
None.
What
no
a tragedy.
TV. I
Not even
know.
Stranger Things?
Nothing.
Ah.
That's ridiculous. I was like every single time of my day, like, or I'm watching news or like doing my videos on LinkedIn and stuff like that. So that I chose, but stuff
Okay,
like
so
that.
All right, let's veer into that space. Okay, so one thing I wanted to ask, because I think I saw this on your LinkedIn profile, is that you're a dance instructor at U of H as well,
Yes.
and you
Yes.
started doing that relatively recently. Is that right?
I mean, yeah, I am a dance teacher for many, many years, right? This is the thing that I know what to do. I know how to do this. The rest, attorney is like, more or less.
So,
But then,
what kind of how does one have a specialty as a dance teacher? Like, is there a certain type of dance, and how many classes
yeah.
do you take on? Like, what's that been like? 'Cause it's great that
So,
you're doing something else other than law practice. You're not watching
yeah, yeah.
Netflix, but you have found time
No,
to be a
not at
dance
all.
instructor.
Yes, I have been a dance instructor for many, many years. I'm not gonna say the amount of years because then you're
Sorry, you
gonna
don't
make
have to. You
some
don't. You
math.
don't want people doing math. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Exactly. So, but my class here, they chose the name, right? Because before my class was called mixed dance, which I
Okay.
teach all rhythms. It's not Zumba. I don't teach Zumba because people always think you teach Zumba. No, I don't teach Zumba. My
I don't
class,
know what any of this means, so please continue.
I teach all rhythms.
Okay.
All rhythms. I don't know. Maybe there's something that I don't teach, but usually the students from all over the world that we have here, they come to me and they say, I love this song. So I will get the song, take it home, make the choreography, and then bring it
Oh, that's
back.
cool.
So
Huh.
I teach lots of rhythms. So this class here is new, but I have been teaching all these years. I teach on Zoom as well. So yeah, it's fun.
Oh, you teach on Zoom too.
Yeah, yeah. For many, many years, I teach resistance training on Zoom, and I teach my dance class every day.
I'm a terrible dancer.
I can't
I'm
believe
just
that
gonna.
because you have
Oh,
genes,
is
right?
it the Portuguese genes that
Yeah, I
should
think
cause me to be
so.
a good dancer?
They
Well,
all dance
maybe I'll
really
give it a
well.
shot. Really?
Yeah, you
Okay.
should try. You should actually
Maybe.
come here to do something and film, right? And put on your
Take a
podcast.
dance class of yours.
I think we
Oh,
should. That would be
I
fun.
think I think
Attorneys
Evan would like that
dancing.
very much if I did
I think
if
so.
I did a
Let's do
dance
it.
class. All right, the next time
I
I'm in
think would be
Texas,
fun. Yeah,
you're
let's
on.
do it.
We'll do it.
Let's
Now,
learn some salsa, samba. What do you think?
okay,
Hip hop,
yeah, I'm
whatever
good for
you
that.
like.
I'll send the song I like, and we can do a choreography thing. It'll
Yes,
be
and
great.
then I can teach you
Extra
the
content.
choreography. Exactly.
We got to make people pay for that content though. Now you mentioned the LinkedIn thing. Like we've actually never met before. This is the first time we're speaking. But I thought you were doing some really interesting stuff on your LinkedIn because you were doing some of these long form videos. You're using images more aggressively than most people do. Like I think a lot of attorneys, especially, they like to lean on the text. They don't like to be out there. So how is that going for you, and why did you decide to be like, okay, I'll put myself out on LinkedIn more than the average attorney would? Because it's relatively unique and good.
Yeah, I think so. That's what a lot of the people have been telling me.
Yeah.
Well, to tell you the truth, I started on LinkedIn like a year and a half ago only. Before that, I didn't have any social media, believe it or not.
Really?
I was
Of
not
any kind?
against it. No, nothing.
Oh,
Nothing.
wow.
No, nothing. I never had Facebook or anything like that. And then a year and a half ago, what happened was when I entered here 5 years ago, I started to say, hey guys, we need to have social media. Even though I didn't want to have for myself, I
Oh,
wanted the clinic
you're
to
telling
have
about
it.
the people at the oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, you have to keep going.
I wanted the clinic to have one so we could give like legal advice, small legal advice, like 1 minute videos and things like that. That was my idea. I'm always full of ideas. And everybody looks at me like, oh, there she comes again. All your ideas. And what I hear a lot is like, I hear that all the time. It's like, oh my God, all your ideas just bring work for everyone. So I'm like, kind of true. Sorry. So I try to shush more now, but in the beginning it was like this and this and that, and I
Oh
would go
no, you
talk to
should
the
keep telling
boss,
people about your ideas.
and then yeah, but always my ideas bring work for other people
Yeah.
too, not only me. So
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
But
Well, you're
yeah, so I
doing
was
your
saying
own
that.
stuff, but then like has the clinic started doing stuff as well?
Okay, so that was what happened was like
Yeah.
5 years ago. I started saying that, annoying people, and then nobody listened to me. Like, oh no, we're not gonna do that because a lot of work. Because the universe has to ask for this and that authorization. It's
Yeah.
not that easy. Because to me, it's like, let's do it, but then no, you have to ask for this, for that. So it was no, and I was busy anyway. So like, okay, fine. And then when I started at the immigration clinic, that's what. And then I asked again to my new boss, let's do it. And then she was like, again, that. Where we're just gonna, oh no, not now, maybe that's gonna take forever. So I decided to like, okay, no, I needed to do something because the students need that. I needed to take for example, if we're doing this, I needed to put on LinkedIn at least so other attorneys can see them and hire them. That was the initial idea, for firms to see our students, how amazing they are,
Right.
and
Yeah.
hire them. That was the initial idea. So that's how I
Which
started.
is a
the
great
LinkedIn.
idea, frankly. And so,
So I
you
had
took
in
it
the
upon
beginning,
yourself. You were like, I'm going to do this on my profile
Yes.
and show what's
Yes.
happening at the clinic. Yeah, that's great. Good for you. Way to
Even
take the
though I was
initiative.
not comfortable with that, because again, I never had one, and I was like, no, I'm not a social media person. Da, da, da. And now it's so funny that everywhere that I go, people come to me, are you
Yeah,
Leticia
they're like-
from LinkedIn?
You are
And I'm
a
like-
social media person now.
It's hilarious. Like in the office here, we have something that they say that any event that we go, we can wait 5 minutes until someone comes to us or to her and say, can you take a picture with you? I love Leticia from LinkedIn. And it happens every time. It's hilarious.
You're
and it's
internet
hilarious
famous.
because it's me. Yeah. And it's hilarious because I didn't want any of that before. But then I started like this, and then it started working. And then I started doing other things as well because I love history. So I'm like, oh, let me talk about this. And then I started adding things. And I always been someone that with the students before, right? I was a personal trainer for many years as well, dance teacher. So I'm always teaching people how to keep motivated. I've been always like that. Since I was very young, I used to have, we didn't have social media at my time until 1900s. So
It was a good
I
time.
used to I know. I used to have a paper that I used to give every month to the students with things like to help them, motivate them,
that's cool.
phrases. So then I'm like, I'm going to do that again. So I started with the series that I have on LinkedIn for that, motivation. And then, and then I have others. And then I kept having these ideas. As I told you, I have many, many ideas. Nobody wanted my ideas. So now I did, let me do my own ideas on
And
my
it worked.
LinkedIn.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
think
working.
you do a great job on LinkedIn. People should check out your profile for sure.
Thank you. Yeah. LinkedIn. Go check me out.
So I think you're also, if I am reading this correctly, you're also the president of the National Brazilian Bar Association. Do I have that right?
Yes. So that
Okay.
I have that for a year. I opened this, but in the beginning we
Wait, you
were,
started the Bar Association?
Yeah, I started the bar
Oh,
association.
good for you.
Yes, a year
Another
ago.
idea brought to fruition, I might say.
I'm telling you. Yeah. So I had an attorney that was going to do the what's the name in English? A company that has that we don't
Nonprofit?
We get them. Yes, nonprofit. Oh, yes, the nonprofit. This guy was. I told you this is gonna. That's really.
You're
funny.
doing great.
You see how I explain, and you're like, yes, I got it.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
I was right
like
on it.
I like people like you that can catch what is in this brain that is not working properly lately.
So you got your National Brazilian Bar Association.
Yeah, so
It's
this
a
guy was going
nonprofit,
to do the nonprofit.
and you're the
No,
president. Yes. Okay.
I
go.
am. So this guy was going to do the nonprofit a year ago, but then he got sick and then he didn't do it. That's fine.
Oh.
So then now I have already the applications open. People can go check it out and they can start filling out the form. I just did that a week ago. We have the form finally, everything. And in the beginning, for maybe 1 or 2 years, I'm not going to charge anything. The only thing
Okay,
that I
great.
want is to get to know how many Brazilians we have here, how many attorney Brazilians that are from there and want to come to the US or are here already studying, students, Brazilians, and everyone that loves Brazil that wants to be on the organization. So that's my 2-year goal.
So you're looking for Brazilian attorneys, both in the United States and in Brazil. You're looking for Brazilian law students, or I would
LLMs.
imagine LLMs. Okay, so go ahead. Give me the pitch. If people want to sign up, if people want to contact you about that, how would they do that? How do they get access to the form?
So I open a LinkedIn account.
Yep.
That I don't know if I did correctly, but it's there. So it's
You're gonna find out.
BBA. Exactly. We're gonna find that out. No, actually, I have other people that are in this group that I
great. Okay.
Chosen as my directors as of now, and they are helping to start doing this. And we're just starting small. But I think in January 1st, I'm going to do like a post on my LinkedIn talking about the National Bar Association, Brazilian Bar Association, to get them to do this. I didn't do that yet. I was just waiting like the best time. I think now a lot of people are already checking out of LinkedIn. I noticed that.
For the holidays.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
But
and so I don't
the good
think
news
it's a good
is when
time.
this episode comes out, it's going to be January. At
True.
least. It may even be February. So people go look
so probably
at
it's already
Leticia's
there.
LinkedIn profile and sign up
Yes.
for the National Brazilian Bar Association.
Thank you so much for that. Yes.
My
I
pleasure.
can't wait
All
to
right.
find out how many people we have in the US. We have no idea.
Yeah, no, it'll be great from a data perspective as well. All right, let's shift back to the clinical stuff for a second, because I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. So, not every law student does clinical programs when they're in law school. Why is it important for law students to at least think about doing that?
That's a great question. So I don't know if you know that, but Brazil, we do 5 years law school, right? It's not like here. Yeah, 5 years law school. And it's like mandatory to do the clinics that we have there for 2 years, right? In the end,
great.
you have to. Exactly. So I think, I know a lot of people think that the clinic is kind of the same as have a job at a firm or something like that. And I'm going to say it's not. The clinic is completely different. And that's why every student should at least try to do one. Because here we give the cases to the student. It's like, it's yours. Go and do everything on this case. They will interview the clients. They will talk to them. They will actually, in the beginning, text the client, email the client and say, we are your attorneys now, right? And they explain, of course, that they're students under me, but, don't speak to her anymore, speak to us. And that's completely different. It's their case. When they do something on a firm, they have a job there, it's just like they do small stuff in each case, right? Tasks, which is completely different. It's nice too. Hopefully they can do both. But the clinic, I think, is completely different. And doesn't matter which clinic you do. You can do immigration clinic, civil clinic, it doesn't matter. You will learn several different skills that you can use in other areas that you can do later. So I think this is essential. They learn here so many things. Like, I think the most important thing that I see them right in the beginning is like when they arrive here, they're super scared of talking to clients even, right? Because they never did. And then we just give it to them, the clients, and they have to email them and go. And they are super nervous on the first day that they have to interview the client. Usually on the first interview, I am there, but just sitting to watch, which I love to do. I don't like to do. I wish they would be alone, but that's the way it should be here. And me and my ideas. Yay.
You could just sit there and think of new ideas.
Exactly. And then be working. Yeah. No, I try not to even look at them because I feel like when they are alone, they do completely different when I'm there. Right. They do much better. But okay, after this first interview, they are completely alone. And the changes on the students. And I always say that I'm still working here, even though I don't make a lot of money, as you probably know.
Get this lady a raise.
Because I love, what I love the most is like to see them in the beginning of the semester and then in the end. The change in the students is like so clear.
Yeah.
They become this individual and then it's like jump to this in like months.
Yep.
So I think all students should do a clinic. And another thing, I started my LinkedIn, which is so funny that I have it. It's so hard for me to say LinkedIn. Am I saying right?
Yeah,
Tell me again.
LinkedIn. Yeah, LinkedIn. You're saying it right.
Because it took me a year.
I would say to people,
LinkedIn, and they're like, what? And I'm like, I am a LinkedIn.
That's technically correct also.
No, but nobody would understand me. So I had a hard time. Now I'm making such an effort to say, no, LinkedIn.
Yeah,
anyway.
It sounds good. Maybe you're saying it better than everyone else. So
I don't think so. But anyway, same thing when I say Costco, Costco, Costco. Nobody can understand me. Costco. Oh. You see, I told you.
I thought you said coastal for a second.
Okay, say it again.
That's an important word. Costco.
Say it again. Exactly. Costco.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Costco.
That was
but
perfect.
Why we don't say the T? Costco.
That's a good question. I don't know why.
So anyway, I can never remember how to say this right. So nobody can understand me. I say, I went to Costco. And they're like, what? Costco?
It's close. You had it before.
So
You're getting there.
I lost track of the conversation.
No. So we were talking about the clinical stuff. Yeah, keep going. And then I want to ask you some more questions about the clinics.
Yes, I was just saying that actually on LinkedIn, look at it. LinkedIn.
Very nice.
In the beginning, a reason why I started as well was because for some reason I was talking to the one else on events and stuff. And then I would say, yeah, I work at the clinic. And they would be like, oh, clinic? What's clinic? And then I would say, so the amount of students there were one else that never heard about clinics it was like, how is this possible? And then I was telling people and they were like, yeah, that's the way it is. I'm like, no, we're going to change that. So then I started LinkedIn and I started like just saying our amazing student at the clinic, we are here, first floor with the roaches. I'm kidding. We don't have roaches in this building anymore. Okay, the ding. This building is amazing. Thank you so much. It's because 2 years and a half ago, we were in this other building that had roaches in my office.
So the clinic is roach free, everybody. Come on down.
Rat free, roach free. Yes.
Oh, beautiful. What's better than that? All right, let me ask you a little bit more about the roach free clinic. What about like artificial intelligence? Are you guys using that in the clinic? Has that affected what you're doing positively, negatively? Like, give me your real thoughts on that.
Well, okay, we have a professor here at the university that is called Seth Chandler. He's our expert in AI. Actually, you should do an interview with him because he's incredible. And
send him
so
over.
he helps us. Yeah, he does like meetings every month or so to help us with things like that and talk about how to do like intakes and things like that using AI and So with these students, oh my God, I'm going to get so much trouble now.
No, this all sounds good so far.
Let's cut this part from now on. I tell them all the time to use it. Like,
good. This is what I was going to ask you about. Are they for it? Do they not want to use it? Like, I'm really interested
it's not
to
that.
know.
I mean, sometimes I don't know if they're using it or not, but I'm not that person that's going to tell them not to.
Yep.
I actually tell them all the time to like, why don't you check this with AI or why don't you do this? It's not like creating something to them. It's just like helping them. So that's what I say. You can't just ignore those things. You just we have to know that they're going to do and expect that. And actually, I tell them all the time that I'm using, no, I'm going to do this. This is faster if I do this. But it's like, I'm not going to tell you that we are in the front of everyone else. I don't think so. I think we are
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have that
not.
expectation anyway. These are law students we're talking about, so I get that.
Yes, but even in the clinic, I'm not going to tell you. I mean, again, Seth is going to do a meeting with us soon. Just us, because he does these meetings for everyone else. But I asked him to see if he could do for us. And like, we're trying, but I'm not going to say that we are incredibly amazing in doing those things. But
That's
we're
interesting.
trying.
I thought the students would be like, now are the students asking to do it? Or are they just like, we'll just do what we've traditionally done?
I don't think they ask because usually I think they are scared of what we're going to say. So I think
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
still something like that is like, oh, we are hiding doing that. And that's what I don't like. And that's why when they're here, I tell them, you should try this with AI. And then they look at me like those big eyes like, huh, is she for real? Or she's like have a camera
this a
here?
trick?
Yes, yeah, exactly. And I'm like,
Now,
guys, no, that's okay. If you do this and that, it's fine. Of course, you're not going to write a brief, say, write me a brief. That no, you can write a brief and then you can put some stuff there to try to make it better. Or, I mean, case law, you can't because it comes wrong a lot. So just try different things, right?
do you, so are the students, are they using Lexis, Westlaw, and are they using the AI versions of those softwares? And what do they think of those tools?
Okay, so we have available, I think, everything now for them as well, free, right? The students, when they enter here, they have access to everything. I don't think, I think we should have someone that will come to them and like show them how to use those things instead of just expecting them to learn on their own. And that's something that I cannot do it, right? But I guess the librarians are the ones that help them with those things. And I'm not sure how we are doing on that. I can't give you like, oh yeah, we are doing that. But I think the students are better on those things than some of us oldies.
Well, you're
I think
encouraging them
so.
to use it. Now, do you use the AI tools yourself as you do your
I
clinical
haven't.
work?
No,
Okay.
not on Westlaw and Lexis.
Huh,
So that's why
interesting.
I
Okay,
can't. Yeah,
this is good intel. I would have thought that law school clinics, like everybody would have been really aggressively using it just because the students are younger. But I'm a little bit surprised that there has been less usage.
I know. It's
Than
just
I
like
would have anticipated.
immigration is very, now everything is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of things that happened this year. So it was exactly when we should be doing this. But this
Yeah.
year was different, to say the least. Very, very different. We had to cut some of the cases that we were doing. And so they were exactly those cases that need research.
Oh, I
And
see.
so
So your
I have to
research
tell you
demand
that-
went down a little bit.
Yeah, for this year. Exactly. And it was exactly when all those things started to go more, right,
Yep.
in vogue. But I would say that maybe the other clinics are using more, for sure, than
Okay.
us.
All right. One more question for you. How are your 3L students feeling about their job prospects in the current economy? Are people excited? Are they nervous? Like, what's going down as far as that's concerned?
I think in Houston, we are still good.
Okay.
What I see is like almost, if, at least here at the University of Houston, this is something that is very important to our dean, to make sure that everyone has a job when they leave. Like, so our numbers, I can't say numbers right now because of course I never remember that. But I know our numbers are amazing in respect to every student that leaves us has a job. Usually in the end, from all of our students, we have like 4 that didn't get jobs. And it's always some reason like, oh, this girl is like expecting, so she doesn't want to get a job right now.
Oh,
Or,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. Yeah, they opt out
it's
on their
like,
own.
it's always a reason that is not because they couldn't get a job. So we here in Houston, I'm glad to say that I don't think we have this problem. Everybody's getting a job. I get on LinkedIn alone. I get all the time. I guess the firms are more desperate than the students because
Yes.
I get
I think that's still
more.
true.
Yeah, a lot of requests of people. Hey, send me one of your students. They're desperate. They want to hire, and sometimes we do not have the students actually. So
Good time to
that's
be a
what
law
I see.
student. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think it will always gonna be, no matter if we have AI or whatever. I think I tell people a lot, and actually I was gonna do a video for LinkedIn about this because someone sent me a message ask, is it worth it for me to do law? And I'm older, and I was gonna say yes, always. I
Oh,
believe
interesting.
in law, and I think even with AI and everything, we're always going to be needed. And going to law school is such an amazing experience, and it's not only to be a lawyer. You can be anything after you get that
Very true.
law degree. There's so many things that you can do. Anyone will want to hire you if you're a lawyer, even if you don't do the bar exam. Let's say you just are a JD without the bar, that's fine. It's an amazing accomplishment, and you learn so much here. I know there's a lot of people talking bad about universities and stuff like that, but if it is a university like ours, look at now, UH, that I don't know how to do the sign. Okay, but I have this. Look at this.
What is that?
UH.
That's the U. There's the logo. Oh, great.
You see that?
Well played.
That's commitment, okay?
What a positive way to end
see
the
that?
segment.
Yes.
Well played.
So
Well played.
I know. So universities are important, and mainly universities like us that are like we give the students the tools and they can decide. We are not trying to get them to one side or the other side. We are just giving them knowledge, and they can choose whatever they want to do.
Great. This was fun. Will you hang around for one more segment before we go?
Yes.
Now that you found
I'm
your
super
earpiece.
scared, but I'm gonna be here.
Don't be scared. It'll be fun. All right, we'll come right back. Welcome back, everybody. Yes, here we are at the Counter Program. It's a podcast within a podcast. This is a conversational space where we can address usually unrelated topics that I want to explore at a greater depth with my guest. Expect no rhyme and very little reason. Leticia, welcome back. How you doing?
Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I told you not to be afraid. I want to do something that is like right in your wheelhouse.
I'm
I have a
super
new
scared.
segment.
I'm telling you, I'm like shaking right now.
I have a new segment. I'm calling it Duolingo. Why am I calling it that?
Oh.
Well, my daughter just got a subscription to Duolingo, and she's using it all the time, precisely because she wants to learn to speak Portuguese. And you
that's
talked
so
about this
cute.
before. Yeah, I'm
How
Portuguese.
old is she? How
She's
old
10.
is she? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, she's except she set it up in my using my email, so now I get all the emails from Duolingo, which are like, "You haven't taken your lesson today." But I'm Portuguese, you're Portuguese. I don't know how to speak Portuguese, to the
You don't
great
know?
chagrin.
Oh.
No, my
Okay.
dad's almost
You can
100%
still
Portuguese.
learn.
I never learned. Well, that's what I
You can
was.
still
Let's
learn.
learn.
With her. How about
Let's learn right now.
Okay.
You speak
Perfect.
Portuguese, right?
Not kidding. Yes, I do. That's the only
Good.
language that I speak. The rest is just like really bad.
You speak English. You said you speak Spanish. And I'm glad you said yes, you do speak Portuguese, because if you hadn't, the whole segment would have collapsed.
Imagine.
Right there. It would have been bad. So here's what I want to do. I would like to give you some common American English phrases, and I'd like you to translate them into Portuguese. Teach me a little bit of Portuguese. Now, is there a difference
be fun.
between... So my family's like mainland Portugal, a little bit of the islands, like the Azores. Is there a difference in dialect between like Portuguese and Brazilian Portuguese? Like different words? Like what is that? Talk to me about that
Yes.
first, and then we'll get into some phrases.
there are a lot of different words that we say, but mainly is the way that we say, right? The accent is completely different. So sometimes even if I'm talking to Portuguese from Portugal, I'm gonna be like, huh? It's different. It's
that
hard.
different,
So,
huh? Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
The good news
different.
is, I have my son's best friend is Brazilian, and they own a Brazilian bakery in our town. So
where?
I can now.
Where are you? I don't know where are you.
I live in a place called Beverly, Massachusetts. Yeah, sure, I can say that.
Oh,
hopefully nobody comes and is outside the bushes of my home.
Try to murder you.
Let's hope not. But they have this got dark. They have a bakery locally.
I know. I seem super happy and but in the end, I have a dark humor.
Head on a swivel.
I'm super dark.
Oh, good. Okay, that'll play well in this segment. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna relay some common English phrases, and I would like you to give me the Portuguese translation. So, if you're ready, I'll get started. Phrase number 1. I would like to feed your fingertips to the Wolverines. How would I say that in Brazilian Portuguese?
Seriously? Say it again. I would like to feed
your fingertips
Your fingertips
to the Wolverines.
Okay. Se posso. Eu gostaria de dar de comer a ponta dos seus dedos para Wolverine. Wolverine, I think, is the same.
Okay, good. That's what I was going to ask you. I didn't know if there was a different word for Wolverine.
I think it's the same name.
Now, okay, so you're probably like, this man's a lunatic. But did you know that was the first ever Saturday Night Live skit with John Belushi? Was a skit where he was from another country and he was learning English, and that was some of the phrases his English teacher was teaching him.
Really?
Yes.
You see, I got it faster. Actually, I thought I was going to struggle.
That was really good.
For 5
that was really
minutes.
Good. Yeah, I was wondering
if.
Yeah, I was wondering if I should write it down or whatever. But you're doing really good. Okay.
Now, let's see if any Brazilians will come later and say, oh, my God, that's completely wrong.
If you're listening and you're a Brazilian speaker, please write in.
Yes, please.
All right, I got another one for you. As we talked about before, we are not releasing this before the Christmas holiday, but just to torture Evan, I came up with a common English phrase that is Christmas related. It is spoken by John McClane in the Die Hard movies. How would I say yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, in Brazilian Portuguese? If I wanted to.
I'm going to be fired here if I say
If there is no translation, you can just be like, you're good to just say it that way.
Okay, repeat it again so I can say it again.
John McClane from the Die Hard movies. Okay. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
I love those movies, but I watch them Portuguese.
Really?
Yippee-ki-yay? Yes, I watch all of them, but in Portuguese, right?
It's Portuguese subtitles or actual Portuguese speakers?
Portuguese, yeah. Which is annoying,
dubbed
but
Portuguese.
Yeah. And
so they probably just say the same thing, right?
The name of the movie was different. No.
Huh.
Yeah. The name of the movie was, I think, Difícil de Morrer. I don't know, or something like that. But I can say the same thing in the first part and then motherfuckers, you said?
Yes.
Filho da puta.
Oh, great. Okay. Oh, good. So now I know how to say that in Brazilian. Portuguese.
But you know
Beautiful.
what? Let's do that, because that would be more fun if you repeat what I just said in Portuguese, because then you will learn. I'm
can
a
you
professor,
say it again?
Okay?
Can you say it again?
Filho da puta.
Filho la puta.
Okay.
How did I do?
Okay, good.
See, I got that Portuguese blood coursing through my veins.
Exactly. Yeah. It's better than I thought. Let's do that.
All right, you ready for the next one?
Am I ready?
No. Common English phrases. Maybe the dingo ate your baby. Maybe the dingo ate your baby. Yes.
Okay, dingo is something or is a or is an animal?
It's a wild dog. It's a wild dog.
Okay, maybe the dingo ate your baby?
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yes. This is great. I'm really enjoying myself.
Talvez o dingo, which I don't know, which we have a translation of that, comeu o seu bebê. Okay,
oh, okay.
So
that wasn't too bad. Okay, sorry. Repeat it one more time.
Talvez o dingo
comeu
o seu bebê.
Baby. Not bad, right?
Look at that.
Not bad. I do know Spanish, so I have that going for me.
Okay. So come on, if you know Spanish, you can learn our language.
I know I can.
Easily. Just start it.
Yes. Yes,
Just
really
start
bad.
with your daughter.
That, by the way, is from a famous episode of Seinfeld, which is
Seinfeld, I love that.
Elaine says that, which is based on a movie with Meryl Streep, where a baby was actually eaten.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Do you know all those things that you talk, or you research before? Because it seems like when I was watching you before, it seems like you know everything about everything, and I'm like, oh my goodness, how do you know all this?
Well,
you're a genius
that part is true. Wow, no one's ever asked me that before.
The genius
Clearly,
part?
I am a genius, an evil genius. No, I do. I look this stuff up before we get online. But I do have a photographic memory, so I do remember a lot of these things.
I'm impressed.
I got a good memory for pop culture. Are you ready for the next one?
I am.
This relates to our earlier conversation. Mm-hmm. And the phrase is, I should tell people, before you came on the show, you were like, how long is the episode going to be? And you had presumed it would be a 7-hour recording, to which you were like, should I wear a diaper to prepare? And I think this is good advice for anyone who may want to come on the show, which got me thinking of the movie Boss Baby, where the Boss Baby says, you know who wears diapers? Astronauts and NASCAR drivers. That's who. It's called Efficiency, Templeton. Yes. I love Boss Baby. It's a great movie. So what if I was to ask you, how do I say in Brazilian Portuguese, you know who else wears diapers? Just in case it comes up in conversation.
Exactly. It could, right? Say it again.
You know who else wears diapers?
Who else wears it? Okay. Você sabe quem mais
Você sabe. I'm just going to repeat along.
Okay. Você sabe.
That sounds like wasabi, but it's
Você
sabe, right?
Okay.
How did I do? Was that
quem
okay?
mais? Yeah, very good.
Quem mais? I like that. Usa.
Fraldas.
Am I doing it too German?
And you have already an accent for the people that come from Rio de Janeiro. Have you been to Rio de Janeiro, by the way? Yeah.
No, I have not.
No, you have to. Come on, let's go together, do an episode
people
there.
Will be like,
interviewing
you're a
someone.
That'd be
exactly.
Great. I could do that.
I think we should go interview some attorneys there.
You don't have to convince me. That sounds like fun. All right, I got two more for you. Oh yeah, February when it's cold up here. Yeah,
Carnival.
All right, I got two more for you. Oh really? I don't know if I'm ready for Carnival.
Oh, you are.
Okay.
You are, and you're gonna have so much fun. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's go. I'm going.
That sounds. You are. Okay, we'll have to come back. We'll have to have you back on to report back from Carnival. Let me give you two more.
Okay.
The next one is, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Forrest Gump. How could I quote Forrest Gump when I'm down in Carnival in Rio de Janeiro?
Forrest Gump is the best. I was watching actually the other day.
Forrest Gump is a great movie. I've seen that movie hundreds of times.
Yeah, me too.
The book is a little weird, if you've ever read the book.
I never read the book, no.
The book is really weird. It's not like the movie at all.
No, really.
One of the few cases
Wow.
where a movie is better than a book.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, okay,
book
good.
is really
I
strange.
didn't miss anything. So, okay.
No,
Life is like
you
a
don't have
box
to
of
read it.
chocolate. You never know what you're going to
Yes.
get.
Yes.
Okay. So, a vida. Okay, let's do that. Why don't you try?
I'll repeat after you. Okay. A
No,
vida.
I want you to try without me.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. A vida.
Kind of Spanish.
Let me try it. A vida. S-K. I don't know how to say box.
Caixa. Caixa.
Caixa de chocolate. Arez. Nunca.
Você.
Nunca? Is Nunca in there?
Nunca.
Okay. Nunca. I don't know how to say you're going to get. Usted.
You have to put the no before. You don't know what you're going to get. So, você não sabe.
Sabe.
Sabe. Saber. Knows.
Sabir. Yes. Okay. Sabir knows. Okay. I don't know how to say get. That's my issue.
O que você vai... Get would be receber.
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 Okay. Question mark.
Okay, good.
I did it.
Yeah. Good. You see? You don't need me. What am I doing
This is
here?
great.
Let me
All
go.
right. I'll just take the
Bye.
last one on my own. I got one more for you. Just one. This is not from a movie or anything like that. I just want to be able to ask this if I ever go to Brazil myself. Which is the question.
You will go. Don't say like that. If I ever go, you are going.
When I go to Brazil.
Okay, perfect.
Where might I be able to ride a capybara like a small horse? Or simply, where can I ride a capybara? Because that sounds delightful. They're very docile, I feel like.
They are, actually.
Yeah.
They have here on the Houston Zoo. They have now.
No,
capybaras.
you can ride there's a capybara riding zoo?
No, they can't. You can't ride because that's like a crime against animals, right? The capybara is this size, and then we're gonna put an adult on top of the capybara.
All right. Yeah, that's fair.
not. That's like you're gonna be canceled for that.
Can children ride capybaras? Child could do it.
I don't think I don't think that's probably not a good idea. But capybara, say it to me, capybara.
Oh, that's easy. Capybara.
Okay, good, perfect.
Yeah, they're just like
so. Well, let's see.
Maybe they look bigger on video than they are in real life. 'Cause I've never actually been in the presence of a capybara. I've only seen them online.
Presence of a capybara.
Yeah.
So,
That's the name of my next album.
I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. But how would you say that?
I have no idea. Capybara, I know how that. I know how I would say that.
I know, but
I don't know the word for ride though.
Ride the capybara.
Where is what is where? How do I say where? Donde? S. But I don't know how to say ride.
We say aonde.
Aonde?
Aonde? Yeah. Aonde eu posso.
Aonde eu posso?
Eu is I, right? Eu is important. Eu.
Okay. Eu, I.
Aonde eu.
Aonde eu.
Isso, much better. Yeah.
It's practically like I'm Brazilian. Can you say
exactly. Yeah, perfect. Posso
this is a lot of fun. Oh, go ahead.
andar de capivara. Aonde eu posso andar de capivara.
Okay. That's good. I don't know if I'm going to try that one. That would be ugly. But thank you. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for coming on. I learned so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
All right. Come back sometime. This is fun. We'll do it again.
Do you have any episodes that we can learn about you?
No. I want everything to be secret about me. I only like to learn about my guests. I'm a mysterious man.
Good.
I like to keep it that way. Well, now
I have a lot of questions.
I'm Portuguese. You know where I live, generally speaking. Do you have any current? Go ahead. You can ask me a question, and then we'll finish it off.
Oh yeah, I wanna know. Like, I know you were an attorney, practicing attorney before, right? And now you're not anymore.
Yes.
So what were
Yep.
you doing? Why? How did you open your company? Why? All of that I want to know, but I couldn't
Oh,
find it.
interesting. Okay, you know what? That one of these shows coming up, I'm going to do a little biography of myself.
I think
Only
you should.
50% of it will be made up.
So I should have lied then, and I didn't. I had the opportunity and I didn't.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. We'll have you back on. All right, thank you for coming on. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks to our guest, Leticia Leal of the University of Houston Law Center. To learn more about Leticia Leal and U of H, visit law.uh.edu. That's law.uh.edu. Now, because I'll always be a 90s kid who still kicks ass at Wave Race 64, that's right, but whose true passion is burning CDs for anyone who would listen, I'm now just doing the modern version of that, which is creating Spotify playlists for every podcast episode that I record, where the songs are tangentially related to an episode topic. This week's playlist is fresh to death. It's only new songs, so you can start your 2026 right, and is sponsored by New Line Cinema. Lord of the Rings, y'all. Am I right? The whole ass trilogy. No, wait, it's not. Maybe we can get Touchstone Pictures instead. I mean, Unbreakable, Signs. Wait, I have some bad news. Join us next time when I formally launch my clothing line for husky boys.